Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to part 2 of my Soul Ark reboot, Is It Worth Playing? Now in my previous video, what we did is we went through and checked out one of the newest changes to the game, where they added in a 30 times selected summoning ticket, where you could go through and summon up to like 300 times and then choose which one you wanted to keep. So we went and we summoned over 300 characters so you could see what kind of characters are available in the game. In this video, we've actually kind of deep dived more into this game. I've played through it for several hours since then, and I want to give you guys my honest opinion on whether or not I think this game is worth playing. And to be honest, right up front, yes, I actually do think this game is worth playing, and it's pretty amazing how a simple change of formula from them focusing on their sort of town world system to a more traditional lobby-based system with the UI just directly in front of you can completely change the way a game plays. Now, if you guys have ever played this game in the past, they have this sort of overworld system where you can like move your characters around, and that was a really big focus of the game. Now, they still have that in the game, but they've restructured it, so now it's more of a traditional hero collector, where you have your lobby, you have all of your menus, all of your buttons, you move around, all of your quests, achievements, and everything right up front, and you're not thrown into this sort of, overworld style of system, and I think it works really, really well. Now, they've added in a couple of other things. I guess one of them was a codex, so you can go and take a look, or they've improved the codex or something along that line to improve being able to go and check out different characters. They've had a UI improvement, which again is a major part of the change, which I think is amazing. They've also added in the achievement system, where it's a growth guide where you get a whole bunch of rewards, as well as the road of transcendence or something along that lines. Now, I will let you guys know up front, the English translation of this game is awful. It's so bad. I don't think they're ever going to actually fix it. But is it really that big of a deal? Well, if you're really, really into story, then yeah. But you don't really need the really good English translations in this to understand what you're going through. So let's go ahead and actually deep dive into the game itself. Now, I'm currently just going through the story, just having fun. You can see I can fight with you, not Song Gong, if I have to. Don't disturb me. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you from getting and that's enough. It all comes from my wrong judgment. Sometimes it's okay, but most of the time, English translations are really, really bad. So we're gonna go ahead and skip past the story. Now, one of the things that's really amazing about the game right now, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it, is when you're going through and you're doing the 30 times selected summon, if you're lucky enough, and if you re-roll, which the re-rolling in this game is super, super easy, you can have the opportunity to get 3 triple S characters in this game, which are the rarest characters in it. And in fact, even after that, as you just simply play through the game, log in daily and everything like that, you'll get more free triple S characters. Now, I have an entire team of triple S characters that I've maxed out to level 50, which is not the max level, but I've gotten them pretty strong, pretty powerful enough that I feel like I've done some pretty great progression throughout the game. Now, we're gonna be talking about the progression a little bit later and why I think they do a really, really good job in this game on making you feel like you are getting really powerful characters very quickly, but also giving us a chance for the long-term progression of our characters. Now, you guys have seen some of the combat. I've been going through it. It does have auto combat ×2 speed and stuff, which works pretty good. I did find what is kind of strange is even if you get your characters up to level 50, which again is not the max level, but it's kind of like a soft level cap when you have to start kind of, what's it called, limit breaking the characters to get them even higher. You're gonna come across enemies that are like level 60, level 70, level 80, and I was like, what is going on? These characters are getting kind of strong. But it kind of leans into the fact that like the game's not just going to be a pushover. You do have to make sure that your characters are powered up, not just by leveling, but by other systems in the game, which we're going to get into. Now, I do think the combat system, the animations, the character 2D designs, everything is fantastic. I think this game has some of the coolest character designs in a mobile hero collector. And in fact, every character I have on my team is like now my personal favorite. But I do have one main character that I've been kind of solely focusing on, who I think is just absolutely fantastic. Now, the combat system is pretty similar to other games. You have like 2 active abilities. You have, what's it called, a power skill, and then you have passive abilities. So if we go ahead and take a look at our characters. Now, this is my personal favorite, Deng Hua. I think she looks so cool, and I've been kind of powering and leveling up. Now, she's got 2 active abilities, Link, this one called here, my Link skill, my first Link skill, my second Link skill, and then her power skill ability. And the animations for combat are super cool, like really, really cool in this game. So I really, really do like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff in this game. Now, leveling up your characters is pretty simple. So if we go actually head on back, let's take one of our other triple S characters that we haven't leveled up. This one I actually got through the story. We're gonna need material heroes. Now you'll actually get these fodder characters that you can just use to level up your characters. It's pretty easy. They give you tons of this stuff. So if you wanted to go through and level up your character to level 50, like if you get a brand new character that you really like this one right here, I think she looks really cool. It will only take me a matter of maybe like a few minutes to really get her up to speed to the point where I can start using her in my own team. So we've leveled her up. We can go through and we can star upgrade the character, which you need these special growth stones in order to do that. The game does give you some growth stone tickets, which you can spend to upgrade and enhance your characters. Or there is a special dungeon that you can play through a certain amount of times per day that you can acquire these stones. And to be honest, if you focus solely on one character, like today, if I were to head on back, let's just go back real quick to show you guys in the battle system, the growth dungeon right here. I believe it gets up to like a maximum of 3 or 4, but I do have one ticket I can use. If I go into the soul data dungeon, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's not it. The dimensional dungeons, that's what I'm talking about. So today is the healing one. Now I was only able to enter it today once. I can spend my blue diamonds if I wanted to jump into it again, but you get materials through this. It'll take you a little bit of time to get the necessary materials that you need, but as long as you're just playing through the game, it gives you lots of tickets, a lot of stuff to max out the character that you want in order to get them up to the next level. So if I wanted to start focusing on her, I could. Right now, I don't really need to get her to level 6. I could upgrade her in other ways to make it so I can add her onto my team, but that's the star grade upgrading system. Now the other thing too is once you've got the level up, you're gonna need duplicates of the character in order to get them beyond their level 50. I think the max level is level 60. You're gonna need duplicates in order to do this. Now this is just it's not gonna be that big of a deal if you're not getting duplicates. This is sort of like those min-maxing moments towards the end of your progression for this character when you really wanna start pushing the limits of how powerful this character can be. Now the star upgrading system, this is really interesting. This is where you're gonna use characters of the same star ranking, so level 6 characters as fodder for this current character. Now you need 10 level 6 characters to consume them in order to get them up to evolve them into the purple stars. I've already done it twice. I am not gonna go and waste any of my other characters, except maybe we'll do one. We'll do one for this video so you guys can see what it looks like. Spend some materials that you need to get, which you can get through questing and playing through this game to upgrade them so that she's now at 30%. Hopefully the game doesn't freeze on me. Okay, I think it's loading. What's going on? This is the first time it's happened. Okay, I don't know why. That took a little bit longer than I expected. But yeah, so you use 10 6-star characters, max them out. Once you get them all the way max, they are transcended or they evolve, they go in their evolution, and then they get a new contumn, not costume. The text says contumn when they get to the 6 stars. Now the skill upgrade system is another one where in order to upgrade their skills, you're gonna have to push their level limit beyond what they're currently at, and then use special materials in order to do that. This is again is gonna be end game progression for this character. Now they have these apps. Now the apps is basically an equipment system that you can go through and you have to unlock them by using special materials and hit certain level requirements where you can then go through and slot these special apps and then you get bonuses, set bonuses and stuff. For example, I have the soul badge, which gives your attack plus 10% and gain 3 power gauge points whenever you kill an enemy. So this is like the mid progression. So once you've max leveled them up to level 50, the apps as well as the control room are gonna be kind of your mid game to end game progression just before you start working on their skill upgrades, their star upgrades, and getting their levels, limit breaking them. So I really do like the progression system in this game, as there's little things here and there and it's kind of streamlined a little bit. But there's a lot of weird, interesting words that they use, and they don't really do the best tutorial to explain how this all works. But basically, you're gonna level them up, then you're gonna go into the manage apps and unlock 4 of them, equip apps, and then you can go through and actually upgrade them if you want to, just by spending some in-game currency and some batteries, I think, ARK batteries, to upgrade them and enhance them to increase the overall power of your character. And then you're gonna go through the control room and use materials to just unlock all these different nodes until you get to the part where they have to get to level 52. And then at that point, you're gonna start working towards the end game progression. I like it. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of little steps here and there, but it is cool to see how they all kind of get powered up. The other thing I want to talk about is all the different kind of events in the game. They have the Road to Transcendence, which you can go through and get a whole bunch of rewards and stuff to help you progress your characters. They've got timed events. They also have the 5-day events that as you log in, you get material or you get a bunch of sweet bonuses. They've also got special missions, the daily missions, achievements. These special missions, this page right here, will level your overall account up really, really fast. The other thing I want to talk to is if we head on over to the battle, there's a lot of content. Now this game has been out for a while, so there's already a whole bunch of stuff to do. You've got the growth dungeons, which is the experience dungeons, soul data dungeons, and the gold dungeons. And then you've got the dimensional dungeons, which open up daily, which you can get to again continue to progress your character. The Tower of Soul, if we just go ahead and jump in and challenge this, this is like how high can you get? You know, we've always seen those endless tower content in a lot of these hero collector games. This one's kind of fun. Basically, I've been kind of just cruising through this pretty easily. You get a lot of rewards from this as well. They also have this subway system in the game, which there are different nodes that you have to progress through, and I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and you have to beat all of them in order to unlock all the rewards. But the thing is, you can choose what difficulty you want to work on, but your characters will not heal up from node to node. So you gotta be careful, because like, if you choose something really, really high, like a really difficult level, and you think your heroes will be able to accomplish it, and then you run through and halfway through, you've lost 2 of your characters, they're gone, that's it. You can't just restart and go back through, you have to try to finish it. So it's a little bit of some more challenging content on top of that. So there you go, guys. That's my thoughts on Soul Ark, the reboot. Is the game worth playing? Yeah, I really do think it is. They're giving out tons of free rewards. The overall redesign of the UI and focusing more on a traditional gacha style system instead of the town system, which I might as well show you because it is fairly interesting, but it was a little confusing at first. You can do little activities like if I wanted to go fishing, I can try to get materials. Cool. I'm awful. I'm really, really bad at fishing. Got some salmon. And then if we head on back up here, we can actually go and mine. Now it does actually have some action points. You only have a certain amount per day to be able to do these activities. Keep going. Am I gonna get anything cool? I don't really know what half this stuff is. Look, I got some energy and some crystals. So yeah, the overall system is pretty cool, but it's more of a gimmick system. So I'm really glad that they decided to change it out and focus more on the traditional gacha style system. So there you guys go. That is Soul Ark Reboot. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to see more Soul Ark videos in the future, let me know. If you guys are enjoying the game, hit me up. Let me know what you guys like. Who's your favorite character? My personal favorite character is the one I showed you. She's so cool. My second favorite character is this one, only because she's got this like cool like oxtail behind her. Yeah, I think she's pretty cool. Well guys, my name's Koolio. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.